Hey everyone! I know a lot of you guys are interested in pursuing a career as a house flipper, but is house flipping the right career for you, and should you flip houses? Watch this video to find out. In this video, I'm going to talk about the financial requirements, the risks that come with house flipping, skill set that you will need, and the personal traits that are important. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Elisa and I'm a house flipper in the San Francisco Bay Area. I've been flipping houses for 3.5 years now, and I want to use this channel to educate more people to get started in house flipping and achieve financial freedom. First, let's talk about the financial requirements. When people talk about house flipping, they usually believe that you need a lot of funds available to flip houses because real estate is so expensive. This has some truth to it because real estate is usually the most expensive purchase you make in a lifetime. The biggest hurdle to many aspiring investors is that they believe that they don't have enough money to start flipping houses. The good news is you don't have to fund the deals all by yourself. If you've seen my other videos before, you probably already know that in the Bay Area where I flip houses, the houses are very expensive. They're usually over $1 million. And to this day, I don't use all cash to purchase flips. And instead, I leverage other people's money. Similar to when you purchase a primary residence, there are loans that you can borrow to fund up to 90% of the purchase price and even 100% of the rehab cost. These loans are called hard money loans, and they are different from conventional mortgage where you have to have a steady paycheck to qualify. With hard money loans, you need to have a great deal where there's enough margin so you can qualify for the loan. Check out this video to learn everything about hard money. So you may be wondering, okay, so I know where the 90% of purchase price and the rehab cost are going to come from. What about the 10% of purchase? So if you have some funds available and you can put the 10% of purchase price yourself, that would be ideal, and the whole purchase process will be easier and more stress-free. But even if you don't have any funds, you can still flip houses. So when you don't have any funds available to invest in a flip, the key would be to find a great deal with a good margin. Even when I was starting out without much experience, I was able to flip a few houses without using any of my own funds. The first option is to wholesale a deal without doing the work yourself. So when you get in contract to purchase a flip, instead of doing the remodel yourself, you assign the contract to another investor who's going to flip the house for a profit. Check out this video to see how you can do it. The second option is to borrow money to fund the 10% of purchase price. As I've mentioned many times before, the hardest part in flipping houses is actually to find great deals. So when you are able to locate a great deal, many people would be willing to lend money to you or to partner with you. You can start from friends and family, and there are also a lot of private money lenders out there who lend money to investors regularly for a good interest or return on their money. Check out this video to see how you can flip houses with no money. Once you figure out the financial requirements, let's talk about the risks that come with house flipping. Many people have told me that they are risk averse and they are afraid of losing their shirt while trying to flip houses. It might be a surprise to you, but I'm a very risk averse person myself, and I'm very cautious before I pull the trigger on any type of investments myself. But if there's no risk, there's no reward. The safest place to put your money would be in a savings account at a bank, where there's no risk of losing your money at all, but you make sub 1% interest on your money. So as a risk-averse person, how did I decide to become a house flipper? It might seem counterintuitive, but real estate is actually a much safer investment compared to many other forms of investments like stock market or Bitcoin. And I've personally lost over $10,000 in the stock market in a short few months just before I decided to invest in real estate instead. If you're interested, check out this video to see why house flipping is not as risky as you may think. Even though real estate investing is relatively safe, there's still risk, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So the key is to know how to mitigate the risks. The first way to reduce risks is to find a great mentor who can guide you through your first few deals while you learn the ropes. In this video about my first deal, I also explained how important my mentor was in the beginning of my career. And I also have this video where I show you how to find a real estate mentor. With the help of a mentor, you can avoid making many mistakes and build a solid foundation for the future of your house flipping career. Another great way to reduce risks is to find a partner. Many of my house flipping friends do deals with their partners regularly. When you have a partner, you can share the workload, divide and conquer, and you can also share the financial responsibilities and get a second opinion on things. In this video, I tell the story of my second deal where I have a great partner who brought money into the deal and also managed the project while I was so swamped in my first deal. For house flipping beginners, another effective way to manage risk is to start small. By small, I mean cheaper homes, like entry-level homes. Entry-level homes are very affordable and most buyers are qualified to purchase them, so they are always in demand. Because the investment is smaller, even if you make mistakes, it won't be as costly. To start small, you can also do a live-in flip, meaning flip your own home first. That's what I did with my first home. It was a few years before I started my house flipping career, and I purchased this condo that's in San Francisco, and it was a short sale and the house was not in the best condition. I had to do some work to make the home habitable, but at the time I had no idea how home remodeling works. So the project went over budget, it was delayed, and the result was not what I expected. But it was okay because I was living in the home, so the mistakes didn't cost me as much. I think flipping your own home is a great way for beginners to practice. Now let's talk about the skill set you will need to flip houses. The first important skill is analytical skills, because deal analysis can make or break your business. Check out this video to see why house flippers fail, but the number one reason is they didn't do their numbers right. Deal analysis is the foundation of your deal. If your foundation is crooked, even if you do everything else correct, the deal is still not going to work. If you want to learn how to analyze a deal correctly, check out this video. Analytical skills also include problem-solving skills, so you'll need to figure out how to make a floor plan more functional and how to finish a flip as quickly as possible, etc. Another piece of the analytical skills is the decision-making skills. You'll need to make your decisions based on numbers, not emotions, and also pull the trigger fast so you don't miss out on opportunities. The second important skill set is negotiation skills. Your negotiation skills determine whether you would be able to construct an offer that meets the seller's needs to achieve a win-win situation. And of course, project management skills is very important as well because you have to deal with contractors, real estate agents, stagers, title companies, many service providers, and if you don't manage the project well, you are going to miss deadlines and also cause project delays. The last skill set is optional, it's interior design skills. Even if you don't have this skill, you can hire a designer to help you with it. As I mentioned earlier, when I was remodeling my first home, I was terrible at interior design because I had no experience and I didn't know what would look good in the home. But as time goes by, as I browse more online resources, look at more houses in person, and shop more stores, I developed my own style and I got better and better at this. Let's talk about the personality traits that are crucial to a house flipping career. In my opinion, these personality traits are even more important than the skill sets because with these traits, you can easily develop the skill sets that you will need for a successful career. First and foremost is your drive. Because as an entrepreneur, no one is looking over your shoulder and push you to deliver results, so you have to motivate yourself. Once you start your own business, you are not tied to a desk 9 to 5, but whenever there's business needs, you will have to put in the work, whether it's during the workday or over the weekend. So every day can seem to be a holiday, but it also is a work day. Your willingness to put in the dirty work will largely decide your success in the future. Especially in the beginning, there's a lot of hard work required to build the foundation of your knowledge and your network. The second important personality trait is your interest and passion. A lot of people see house flipping as a shiny object and they want to get in because of the monetary reward. But they are not really interested in real estate and they are not willing to immerse themselves in the business or put in the dirty work that's required. When you are truly passionate about real estate investing or house flipping, you can overcome any hurdles like the lack of knowledge or the lack of capital. But people are not born with the interest and passion they have. It's usually developed over time. To use myself as an example, before purchasing my first home, I knew nothing about real estate. I didn't know how you can qualify to purchase a house and what the purchase process looks like. I had no idea about anything. But gradually, I learned that you can leverage other people's money to purchase real estate and you can afford properties that are 5 times the capital you have, which is amazing. If you're investing in the stock market, for example, nobody's going to lend you money for you to do it. With my first home, I started house hacking, so I lived in one bedroom and rented out the other one, and I started to realize the tax benefits that come with rental properties. The rental income also helped me pay down the mortgage so I can save more money to purchase more rental properties. I also learned about the amazing power of appreciation because real estate supply is limited, but the demand is always growing. As I'm exposed to the power of real estate investing, my interest and passion grew exponentially. If you are a beginner trying to grow your interest in real estate investing, a good starter book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All of the skills and personality traits I mentioned earlier can be learned and developed as long as you set your mind on it. If you are determined to start a career in house flipping, do these 5 things now. First, start educating yourself. You can read books, listen to podcasts, browse websites, and take courses. I talked about these different ways of learning in this video, so check it out. Second, start building your network. So you can go to a lot of real estate meetings and events to get to know more people that are in the same business. The more people you know in this business, the more resourceful you become. Third, start looking for deals. You can get deals from real estate agents, or you can send out mailers to homeowners or cold call homeowners, and you can also run online advertising to look for deals. Fourth, start getting familiar with the market. Websites like Redfin and Zillow should be your best friends. Spend a couple hours a day to browse on those websites to see the active listings and sold listings in your neighborhood to understand the price point and the standard features of homes in your area. The 5th step is to start analyzing deals. As I mentioned earlier, deal analysis is a key step in house flipping, and you really want to practice as much as you can so you can master the skill. I hope this episode helps you decide whether you should flip houses or not. And if you have more questions, comment below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.